Hey, Mooney here. So, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. This is the final episode, and I just hope you guys didn't lose any brain cells or you didn't get any brain damage after last episode. Because after last episode, as you guys saw from my review, I was actually loving the episode, and I was sad like the actual episode has touched me emotionally. And then I got off YouTube and everything. I went into Twitter, which is something you should never do, by the way. You should never go to Twitter. So I went there, and oh my god, I saw so many takes that obviously and honestly they are so fucking stupid. It's not even funny. Like, I actually got brain damage. Like, for me, I didn't think that it's possible for me to get dumber than I am already, but I managed to become even dumber than I am because I saw those takes and I read those takes. Like, I saw someone write that Rudy has molested Eris. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Are we watching the same show? Anyway, I just hope you guys were not subjected to the same treatment that I got subjected, because it's honestly funny at this point how people choose to ignore the facts and what's on the screen. Like, they intentionally ignore things to fit their narrative or to fit their story. So yeah, it's just kind of funny for me, and it's so fucking dumb. Anyways, let's get into the episode. This episode was so beautiful and sad at the same time. So let's get into it. So let's start from the top. I actually tried to write a script for this episode, but I decided to not do that and actually just take it like free form, because I think this episode encourages that kind of feeling. Like, if you watch the episode, you get the feeling that you have to take some steps, you have to take some risks sometimes. So this is my risk. My risk is to make a video without a script, and this is not the first time I did it. Anyways, let's get started. We get started with Eris, actually, and I want to talk about Eris first, since everything else in the episode revolves around Rudy, kinda. Anyways, we get to see Eris with Ghislaine, and oh my god, the short hair suits Eris so fucking much. Like, I love how it fits on her like perfectly. Anyways, we get told kinda why Eris left the way she did, and obviously it was kind of implied from last episode, but it's kind of nice to see to get more insight on it. And yeah, I noticed something when the camera zoomed in on Eris's face, and she was smiling and talking about how she wants to get stronger to and beat the dragon god. I noticed that her eyes are kind of red. I'm not sure if it's the coloring of that scene or anything, but if it's I think I would like to think, and I would like to believe that she actually was crying the whole time. Like, she got sad and was crying the same way that Rudy did, and that's basically why her eyes are red. I would like to believe that. I could be totally off, but that's what I got from that. And obviously, when she was talking about why she left Rudy, she was talking about how she felt like she was doing the wrong thing to Rudy, and obviously this is what people last week, I think, misunderstood and misinterpreted. I'm not going to talk about that whole scene, but she said that she wronged him, and he was trembling, he was nervous and everything. From her point of view, she thought that she was doing the wrong thing, and obviously both of them were doing the wrong thing, but the circumstance is everything. Like you cannot judge the that scene without knowing the circumstance, without knowing the situation of everything, without knowing the mindset of everyone. Like that situation was kind of hard to judge, and it should not be judged. It is flawed as it is, and it is supposed to be flawed, so we can take something from that scene. So she basically pledges to herself that she wants to get stronger, so she can help Rudy, and eventually she says that I love Rudy and I want to help him and I want to defeat the dragon god. And from what I've taken from that scene, I think that she was so frustrated when they encountered the dragon god or Orsted, and she couldn't do anything for Rudy. Like, he obviously died. Like, he died. If Nanahoshi did not say what she said, the whole party would have been dead, and Rudy was going to die, or he died basically. And I think she is so frustrated at herself for allowing that to happen. So she decided to go out and train with Ghislaine. And that's basically my whole take on the Eris stuff. I love Eris, as I told you guys in the last episode. I love Eris so much. And yeah, I basically wanted to give you my take, and I want to see more of her, but obviously we're not going to see her anytime soon. Like, it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But we're going to get an OVA focused on her soon, so that's a plus for me. Anyways, that's it for Eris. Let's move on to the rest of the episode. So obviously the episode was trying, or this whole episode was trying to tell a story by paralleling what happened to Rudy in his past life and what is happening to him right now. And it was kind of trying, this is the basic summary of everything. It was basically this episode, or the director was trying to parallel everything, and he was trying to tell us, or they were trying to tell us, that Rudy right now is not the same Rudy that he was when in his previous life. Like, in his previous life, so many people reached out to him, tried to help him. This was new info for me. Like, I didn't know that his mother, his father, his brothers, all of the family tried to help him, tried to reach out to him, but he rejected everyone. And we saw that from the episode, that he was saying that they all tried to help me, but I rejected everyone because I was living in my own mania, and I was judging everyone, telling or believing that they were laughing behind my back and everything, because the trauma that he went through is not easy. It's fucked up. Like, what he went through is fucked up, and we saw the full extent of what he went through. He was trying to do the right thing, and eventually he got fucked by everyone, by society, by the people, and even the people he tried to help did not stand up for him. Like, they let the bullies bully him, they let everything happen, they let everything flow. And here I want to talk about how this situation, like, I talked about it when I did my video about the interview with the author of Mushoku Tensei. He talked about how he was going through the same thing that Rudy did in his previous life. Like, he talked about, like, he was going through that same period when he was a teenager. Like, if it weren't for his mother there trying to encourage him, trying to help him out, trying to basically tell him that it's okay to be sad right now, but you have to be stronger, you have to get up, you have to move on. The author said that if it weren't for his mother, then he wouldn't be the same person that he is today. He would have stuck in his room, he would have stayed neat, he would have stayed as he is, he wouldn't have improved like he did right now. And people will clown on this and say, no, he should be abandoned, based on what they said in last week in last week when the episode aired. Based on that, those people would abandon the author, or if or anyone, if they were going through the same thing. Like if you see someone hurting, and if you see someone like obviously like in a really bad spot, like depression is not a joke. So when you see someone in that spot, like, and you abandon them, you lose any kind of opinion on the situation. Like when I saw the takes on Twitter, I was so mad to the point that I started laughing, as I said at the beginning of this video. Like the takes are horrible, like they are horrible. And yeah, that's basically what the episode was trying to tell us. So Rudy eventually realizes that he still has something to do. Like everything that happened to him in his life, like it's fucked up, but right now he got a second chance. Like he could redo everything, and he remembered his mother. Obviously he need to save Zenith, and we got an info on where she is, because Roxy met that little demon king, or whatever her name is. She told her where she is, and she basically showed us that also Aisha and Lilith joined Paul finally. And we basically throughout the episode see all the people that Rudy helped, and we see that he is a different person now. He helped everyone. He is, and he's basically different, like, and everyone believes in him. Like even Eris said that I left the way I did because I know that Rudy can be stronger, can get up from this, can rebounds basically. So Rudy, he thought that he gave up. And we see that scene, like the water and the bubble scene, like indicating I think drowning, and the depression, and the mind, and the mindset of Rudy basically. And we see it for the final time until we get cut off basically, and we get shown a scene where the whole family there, Rudy's family is there, Paul, Aisha was there when she was a kid, Norn, Lilith, Zenith, and Paul, everyone there, and they are laughing and basically having a fun time. And finally, when Zenith says to Rudy that I love you, he finally realizes that he still has something to do. He still has to find his mother. So he bounced back. He gathers all of the courage that he has right now to get out of that room, because that room symbolizes his old life. Like he gets out of that room and takes the first step, unlike what he did in his previous life, because we get shown in that scene like what happened previously, like in his previous life. Like it's so fucked up, it's so sad. In his previous life, like the door was open for him. He was trying to get out, but we basically get shown that scene when he was basically crossfied against that railing, and I think he got discouraged in his previous life, and he gone back to his room basically and shut himself in, and that's how we encounter him at the first episode of the season. And his family kick him out because they basically had enough of him. And as a final act of kindness, he saves people the same way that he did when this whole spiral happened and he died. And we see that right now he's trying to redo everything. This is a redemption. And if you're not happy with the story, just don't watch it. You don't have to judge everything, because this is a redemption story, as so many people try to tell you, or try to tell the people online, like so so that like it's so fucked up, the whole holier than thou attitude. I don't like it. It's so fucked up to act like that to a human being that's trying to do better, basically. So he takes the first step, and yeah, everyone loves Rudy in the show. Like, we get shown so many people Rudy has helped. Like, it's not it's not it's not that fucked. Like this, like the situation can be, like it can be reversed. Everything can be reversed. Like, everyone right now, they are trying to move on in their own respective destination. Like, Eris, she's trying to get stronger so she can help Rudy. We see Ruijerd. He's trying to help people the same way that he was with Rudy and everyone. And the cursed is basically gone right now. We see my boy Geese. Oh my god, when I saw him I was so happy. He's basically in the middle of the desert like a dumbass. We see everyone that Rudy helped. And finally we see Sylphie. And to be honest, I didn't like Sylphie as a character. Not that I don't love her, like, I still have not seen anything from her, but for me, Eris is the best girl, and I'm not sure how to handle Sylphie. So basically, Sylphie is with some people, and from what I've heard, like, people were telling me that the next arc is about a magical school or a magic academy. I'm not sure if Sylphie is within that magic academy or anything. So she was basically telling them that Rudy is an incredible person. He is like, he can cast magic without incantation. That should tell you that that's crazy. So basically they were trying to recruit him, and I think that is where the story is going next. And yeah, that's basically the episode. I tried to do it without a script. I rambled on about so many things, and I think it's disorganized as fuck, but I think this episode deserves this honest review, not a scripted one. Yeah, with this, our journey together comes to an end. Like, I just want to thank you guys for listening to me ramble on and on and on about this series. You don't have to subscribe or anything. You don't have to do anything. Just promise me two things: that you won't forget this channel, because I'll never forget the love and support you showed me, guys, in the past 2 weeks. And I want you to promise me that we'll meet again once the anime comes back eventually. So don't forget about me, because as I said, I'll never forget about you, and I'll never forget about the love you showed me. And yeah, until next time.